Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it doubts, not what I'm about. Have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
All right, everybody, welcome to this little short snippet of Unscripted. We got a couple of little stories we're going to give out, and then we're going to get out of here and get on back to your regular day. Thank you, and welcome to Unscripted, episode 2 of the snippets with my boy, Logan Babyface Landers. What's up, baby?
What up, Jay? Like I said, we're doing these snippets, something new we're trying out just to give some kind of breaking news to our fans who can't wait. They can't wait, Jay, 3 times a week. We got to give them a little bit more love.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're going to jump right into it. First thing I want to kind of talk about, Logan, I know you've seen this. New York Mets now are officially kind of out of the running for Aaron Judge. Mets owner, basically Steve Cohen, is really good friends with Hal Steinbrenner. And he basically says, hey, look, Hal, I don't want to jack up our friendship. We're going to drop out of the bidding war. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you still got to worry about San Francisco and whoever else may be out there. But for the Mets' sake, we're not going to do it to you. I'm going to go ahead and bow out. So, and again, hey, look, these guys got Lindor already tied up for 10 years at $341 million. They cannot do another big 10-year, $300, $400, $500 million contract when you still got to get Nemo and DeGrom back under the fold. So, man, Logan, where do you go if you're Aaron Judge? You got to imagine that's a good deal for the Mets. They can't afford to spend that kind of money for him.
No, not at all, Jay. And the Mets have so much money tied up right now. They're probably going to break close to, if not more than $300 million in the 2023 season with all the contracts they've got signed up with the current regime, as well as, like you mentioned, some of the players up for free agency at the moment that they're going to hope to re-sign. But my God, if they sign Judge, hypothetically, they would be paying probably the highest luxury tax in baseball. I know the Dodgers have that record right now, I believe, but God, if hypothetically speaking, if the Mets did that, it would be a lot more money than any of us would ever see in our lifetime. But as for Judge, Jay, there's not a whole lot of options for him, because he's not going to go to a bottom feeder team. He's going to want to go to the teams who have the most money, obviously. And everyone's like, "Oh, look at the Dodgers, bro." The Dodgers is the Dodgers is probably paying double what the Mets are right now in terms of luxury tax and their current salaries. And there's not a whole lot of options. The Yankees seem like the obvious choice for him to go back to sign where it all started. That he's kind of been indicating at. We know Boston has been at play. There is some ties there with Judge. But I'm still under the umbrella that he will re-sign with the Yankees for quite some time and for a good chunk of change as well. We already saw the other day they signed Rizzo to, I believe, a 2 or 3 year deal. So they're going to try and keep as much of that core that they had this year that got them to the ALCS together for next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And people aren't even talking about this yet, but Major League Baseball actually has launched an investigation into the Yankee and Mets talks about Judge. So this isn't over by far. There's still some things I think that are going to happen. And I'm wondering if they're going to call tampering or any of these other things. I don't know. I'm just saying it should be interesting to see how Major League Baseball plays out with that.
Yeah, we will see. There's definitely something that could be brewing, but since the Mets are bowing out, I don't think there's going to be much repercussions.
Well, one thing for sure, man, we will definitely see. And again, it's going to be interesting to see where exactly he ends up. I still think San Francisco's got a hell of a shot, but we'll see.
Good shot too.
Hey, World Cup. Let's switch over real quick to World Cup, man. Alcoholic beer has been banned at all 8 World Cup stadiums. FIFA is getting blasted for doing that. And the funny thing about it is, Logan, is they're banning the liquor for the average Joe that goes in there for, to see the World Cup. But hypocrisy always rears its ugly head. And the FIFA guys and the upper echelon, the richer echelon, have been seen on video partaking of the French champagne.
Yeah. I saw this earlier today, and I texted Jay about it, and I said, Jay, we need to just do a show just on this because this is, as Stephen A. Smith say, this is blasphemous. I mean, I understand that different countries have different rules when it comes to alcohol regulations, right? That's just how it is. But Jay, FIFA is sponsored by a lot of beer, wine, champagne companies who shell out a lot of money for this. And the fact that they're limiting who can buy these drinks, only the wealthy, only the owners, people in the club boxes, stuff like that, but not the tens of thousands of fans who are going to be packing these arenas every single night pretty much. I mean, that is just a lot of money you are leaving on the table. That's a ton of money, Jay. I am sure that beer, liquor sales, whatever, probably top 5 in terms of just sales at these World Cup events, just because of the amount of people that go to them. And as loyal, and I'm sure all these fans want to have a good time, but my God, we're going to see fans stumbling into the arenas and in the stadiums drunk now, pre-gaming. Yeah, or they're going to be sneaking it in under their shirts, trying to say, "Oh, I have a 6-pack of abs, not a 6-pack of beer." Like, they're going to be. Well, I can guarantee at this moment we're going to be hearing about people getting arrested or being detained for bringing in alcohol when they're not supposed to. I can guarantee that pretty much.
And the DUIs that are going to happen going to the stadium because you done pregame too much.
Yeah.
What a time. And the thing about it is, these guys are losing money on advertisements now. They're going to lose money on product sales, endorsement sales. There's a lot that they're going to lose. But I got to be honest with you, Logan. I was thinking about taking the wife to a World Cup game. But if I can't have a beer at a game, I'm probably not going to go.
Yeah, because I believe Atlanta is hosting a World Cup. They are the home for one of them this year, I believe.
God, what a time to be alive, man. What a time. To other news, last thing I want to kind of talk about real quick, and then we're going to get up on app with about the 8-minute mark, is the first time in 12 years, Logan, first time, USA men's basketball has not been at the top of the FIBA rankings. We have now slipped down to number 2. Guess who took over number 1?
Oh, maybe Slovenia with Luka, correct?
That's what I would have thought, but no. It's actually Spain.
Okay. I can see that.
Is now the number, and it ain't by much. I think they do it by points, and I think U.S. came in about 257. I think Spain came in at like 258, and it's not even like a full point. It's like a marginal fraction of that point. So we literally missed it by this much. But what I'm saying is, damn it, we're the U.S. We should be on top. What the hell?
Yeah. Looking at it, Jay, I mean, I'm trying to find the roster here. I see an article from August, which I'm not sure if it's completely accurate, but this is just kind of what I see. But it ain't looking too hot, right? It ain't looking like it's not like the Olympics, right? Because FIBA and the Olympics are two totally different animals. And I do see that an article from a couple days ago on the 10th. Says Team USA is on the brink of clinching a spot in the FIBA World Cup, so at least they are still doing good. Coach Jim Bolin is who's running it right now. Who was at where is he at? Syracuse, I think, maybe.
I believe
that's Boeheim, I think. But regardless, though, like I said, I can see, hopefully for the Olympics we can get back up there. I think that'll be fine. But for FIBA, it is what it is. Hopefully. Even though the power rankings say that we're not number 1, hopefully in the end, they can still come out number 1. Also, Jim Bolin was the head coach for the Bulls a couple seasons ago. That's where I heard it from him from. That's what it is.
Yeah, and again, I don't think Spain is going to stay at the number one spot, so I'm not too particularly worried. But I don't know. Call me a proud American. Call America a sport of basketball is where it came from. Naismith invented the damn sport right here in the U.S. of A. Hate seeing it. Baseball was invented right here, but yet if you look at Japan really does control a lot when it comes to baseball. And now, if you look at Latin America, I mean, the U.S. and our sports of origin, we're losing a lot of ground to other countries, and that's fine because now that means baseball, basketball, football are becoming big-time international sports, hopefully to rival, soccer, because soccer still is the entire world. That's the number one sport, right? So if baseball, basketball, it's okay. I like to see the growth because it does mean that the sport is growing, and everything has to evolve at some point. But damn, from a pride standpoint, I hate seeing it's not number one.
We got this, Jay. Just got to believe.
I promised Logan we'd keep it to 10 minutes, so I'm just going to go through real quick what you can expect on Saturday on Unscripted at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will be talking college football, just a recap, mainly to see if there's going to be any upsets that happen over the week. So we'll see what happens there. Then we're going to get into Sports Bar, baby. You heard it here first. Typically, when you go into a bar, you expect to hear men's sports. Well, not anymore. There is now a bar that specifically only shows women's sports. And we'll get more into that as we go along. Next one, we're going to talk Rob Manfred denies Pete Rose's reinstatement. God, come on, Pete. And then we're going to talk, is Rodgers' days in Green Bay coming to an end, especially now that they're 4-7 and just took a loss to the Tennessee Titans. Then we're going to hit up, again, a little bit more into the Yankees Mets, not getting into a bid war with Judge. That may possibly change to something else, but we may dive a little bit deeper and maybe who then will be in alignment for Judge outside the Yankees. That probably what that will go to. And then we'll get into some final thoughts and we'll get out the door, folks. So, hey, man, that's what you can expect on Saturday. And any other breaking news, if it pops up, we'll obviously always throw that in there as well. Logan, my brother, before we get out, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, Jay, some more breaking news here. I was just kind of scrolling through Twitter. Two baseball-related items at hand. The Minnesota Twins have traded their third baseman, Gio Urshela, to the Angels. And then also shortstop Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Frankie's going to like this one, and the Yankees have agreed on a 1-year, $6 million deal. So once again, like I said earlier, Jay, they're bringing back a lot of their core from last year, hoping to run it back.
Do is what they may. But if they don't strengthen up that damn bullpen, like Big Poppy said, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? That'll be I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt. It's gonna say, "Who's your daddy?" Yankees, and on the back it's just gonna be a big Astro symbol.
Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna love it, man. All right, folks. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Again, you can catch Unscripted on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Just put in Unscripted, put in the date. If you're on YouTube, put in Unscripted with the date that you want to see on. It'll all pop up there for you. And as always, we're a part of the All Sports All Plays Network. And until Saturday, it's your boy Jay, Babyface, Logan Landers, and we are out of here. Y'all have a good night. Or day, I think.